Hi everybody, welcome to Marengo-Union Library. I am Miss Penny and we are here to do a family craft. So gather your families together and let's do this. So what you're going to need is you're going to want to cover your workspace because we are going to work with some paint, and you just want to get together and have some fun. Let's see. So put on clothes that are okay to get messy. You're not going to get that messy, but maybe just in case. So go ahead and do that. If you have a hot glue gun, go ahead and have that ready. Get some scissors. You're going to have some paints in your kit. If you want to have some markers available, you can have some markers, or you can just use the paints. You can grab a pencil because you may need a pencil for some tracing. All right, I think that's probably about all you're going to need because the rest will be in your kit. We are going to make a flower bouquet. So let's a spring bouquet, because it's not all going to be flowers. If you want, you can make some little bugs to put in your bouquet. We're going to start with the bouquet part so that we can add to our bouquet. That would make sense, right? Let's start with, we're making everything out of spoons. How about that? So we're going to start with some spoons. This may be a little bit tricky, this first part, for some little hands, so maybe if the big hands can help, all you're going to do is you're going to take your spoons, just take 3 spoons, and you're going to try to put them together in like a triangle, okay? And then when you get them into your little triangle form, you're going to want to use your floral tape and just kind of tape them together, okay? So that they kind of have like a stem. And this is where, if maybe the big person can get that bottom part started, then the little people can help wrap from there on, okay? So you're basically just wrapping your spoons together as tightly as possible with your floral tape that I am totally twisting up, by the way, but that's okay. It doesn't really, I'll untwist it in a minute. All right, so the cool thing about floral tape is it just kind of automatically like sticks together, okay? I'll show you here. Okay, so I have my spoons in a triangle form, so it kind of looks like a flower up on top. Isn't that so neat? And then I just stuck them together. See how they're a triangle? That's it. And now the tape is binding them. And we're just gonna keep rolling the tape, okay? And you do kind of want to keep it a little bit tight. You know, you want to hold those flowers tight together. Spoons that are making a flower. All right, so there we go. You just kind of wrap it all the way up there. Wrapping. There we go. Once you get this going, it's not so difficult. It's just getting that beginning part started. So that's where maybe little hands would need a little bit of help. Just getting that beginning part started. Okay, so I'm not going to cut off the tape quite yet. Okay, so now let me show you what's on our stuff here. So this is our tray of stuff, okay? We have green pipe cleaners, we have yellow, we have this fun stuff. Doesn't every parent love this stuff in their house? Yes. And then you'll have like a cup or a vase. If you have a different type of thing you want to use at home as your vase, you can feel free to use it. But this is what we'll be sending home, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take the yellow and you're just going to kind of stick it right in the middle there. And if you cut yours a little too short, which this one may be, it's not too bad actually. This is where actually the hot glue gun is going to come in handy. And again, big people, please help, because hot glue guns are hot. And even if you're a big person, you can still get burned. I know some little people think that big people can't get burned, but we can. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of this stem and then stick it in there just so that it kind of holds better. Okay, there. It's just gonna hold it in place. So that's just like the middle of my flower coming out. Isn't that so neat? Okay, that's really, that's that part, okay? I have like little pieces. When you use hot glue, you'll notice there's strings of hot glue that come out. All right, so the next thing that I wanna do is these green pieces are gonna be like the little like stems coming out of our thing. They're the stems of the flowers. What are those? Flower stems? Flower petal? Oh, you know what? I should have looked up the names of what these are called before I tried telling you, right? But basically, you're gonna put these on the sides, and they're gonna be your, it's like the petals. It's not the petals, because the petals are that part, right? But it's the leaves of the stem. Okay, if you know the answer, you can send it to me, or even just like come in and tell me. Now the edges of these pipe cleaners can be pointy, so be careful, okay? Like this one is poking out. So just be careful if the little ones are doing this, that they don't poke themselves. All right, so you wanna leave the green out just a little bit, these. And that's all you need of the green, of the floral tape. I'm gonna rip it off because it rips off really easy. And then it just kind of sticks right on there. Sweet. And then you just kind of bend these out so that the petals are sticking out, and there is a flower made of plastic spoons. Isn't that so cool? So what I'm gonna do is, this goes into here. But if you want your flower to really like stick in there, you can put this in there, and then if you want to mess with the hot glue, you can like hot glue it to make it like really stay. You shouldn't have to with this stuff though, but you might have to. Let's find out. Let's find out. Here we go. There you go. You have a little cup with a little flower in there. You can put a little bit more of that stuff in there, or I pushed it down kind of far. You don't need to push it that far, but there is that. Oh, also you could decorate the outside of your cup. Okay, that's one. Okay, now we have two other things that we can make too. Let's do this one. This is another flower, okay? We'll do the bug last. So this is all the materials you need for this one. This is where you'll need a pencil, maybe, or markers. Or you could use paint. I used markers, but you can use paint if you choose, okay? This one, we are just going to have a spoon, which you'll have in your kit, and a piece of paper, which you'll have in your kit. We're gonna take our spoon, put it on the paper, and then you're gonna take your pencil, and you're literally just going to draw a flower shape around it, okay? Which is what this is. I drew the flower shape around the spoon. See? That's all I did, and then I cut it out, and then color it. Decorate it however you want. Color it, paint it, however you want, okay? All the directions, by the way, will be in your kits. So if you're not watching these videos, it's okay, all right? Okay, so now we're gonna take our scissors very carefully, all right? And we're just gonna put a little slit, like just a little tiny slit, just big enough so that the spoon will fit in there. Right at the bottom of one of the petals here. Here we go. And we are going to slip our spoon in. Oh, look at that, I did not make the slit even big enough because I didn't want to make it too big. So, but that's good because you don't want it too big, but you don't want it too small. All right, still not big enough, but there we go. I squeezed it in there. Okay, so that's all you do, watch. Do, and this spoon's actually a little bit, it's like so see-through. You guys will probably have some different color spoons so that you can actually see the spoon. Or you can color on the spoon, probably have to use permanent marker, or you can paint on the spoon. But if you're painting on the spoon, wait for the next project so I can show you how to paint on spoons, okay? But this is it. This is your little flower. If you want, you can use tape, which I didn't tell you to have on hand, but if you have it, or use your hot glue gun and just stick a little bit of hot glue behind there, just to kind of hold it so that it's not wobbly. All right, that's all. Now you'll have another one of these or two, and you can give yourself your flower, not yourself, some more, or some green. What are we gonna call these guys? Leaves? Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. And there we go. And now you have another flower for your pot, for your family pot. So that's two kinds of flowers, two different kinds of flowers, spoon flowers, that you can make for your family table or wherever you're going to put it. Now, one more craft with spoons. This one is painting. This is where you're going to want to be careful. So here's the items we need for this. Can you see them all? Yeah, painting. This one's the bug one. So you'll need paint brushes for this one. I will be sending home sandpaper. Now the reason for the sandpaper is you want to sand your spoons down a little bit before you paint them because it helps the paint to stick on them. If you will see, I'll show you. So I painted this one. I painted them both already just to get them done, okay? I painted this one, but I didn't sand it enough. And you can kind of see, you see how the paint didn't stick really well because I didn't sand it quite enough. So sanding it, now look at this one. Sanding it really helps the paint to stick, okay? So basically, yeah, this is it. And the directions again are in here, okay? I sanded them, I painted them, made them little eyeballs. Then you'll have a little leaf template and you're gonna have some green felt to make some leaves for these, okay? These actually are pretty simple. Also, if you do have a black permanent marker, it might work better, but otherwise just use a marker. You're just gonna kind of make some veins on your leaves, all right? Easy peasy, easy peasy. Veins on the leaves. All right, now these, we're just gonna take and cut, again, a little slit, hopefully just big enough for the spoons. And we're gonna slip our spoon in there, and I made this slit too big. See, I cannot win. Now look, I slipped it in there. It's like a little bug on a leaf, on a stick, little stick leaf bug. And that's what we're making. Again, you can use your hot glue if you want and just kind of stick it on there so that it sticks. But that's it. I might put some up at the top too, actually. Let me do that. A little bit at the top, a little bit at the bottom. And there we go. A little leaf bug on a stick. And you can even add these also. So you can have little bugs and flowers in your flower pot for your table, or I mean wherever you want to put it. I'm thinking the table would be a cute place for it, but if you have, I don't know, a fireplace, or maybe you could even just give these to somebody. That would be neat too. You want to make sure that these are totally dry before you start messing with them the way that I am. I painted these so that they're dry. I painted them a while ago, so they're dry. Also, oh, it's not dry. I just got some on me. Also, I was just about to say something and I lost my train of thought. Oh, also, and it says this in the directions, but it's gonna take a couple coats to cover the spoon completely up, okay? So this one I just use the white spoons for this. So see, white spoons. But remember, sand them, because if you don't sand, the paint doesn't stick very well. And there we go. You have a family flower pot. We have some bugs. We have a 3D, I think that would be like a tulip, and just a cute little flower. Cute. All made out of plastic spoons, you guys. So have fun doing this. when you're finished, you can all clean up as a family. It should be really easy cleanup, actually. It wasn't too bad. There's not a lot to clean up, just a little bit of stuff. So clean it all up, unplug your hot glue gun if you were using it, let it cool off, then put that away, and display your bug stuff. And if you want to send us a picture or even bring them in and show us, that would be awesome. We would love that. But most of all, the most important part, just enjoy your time as a family and have fun making these as a family and just connecting and enjoying each other. Bye everybody, happy spring.